Okay, so I broke into some random guy's backyard, just like my personal hero Kermit the Frog, and I'm gonna use this rocket to go to a distant exoplanet and evade my taxes. Pilot deemed too fat. Are you kidding me? Spacecraft will now self-destruct. Wait, what? I think I'm supposed to learn a lesson, but I don't care. Oh, look, another rocket. Hi, squid. Who are you, magic cheesebot kid? Can you please tell me the story of the space shuttle? I'm not gonna do it. Okay. You see, back in the day, NASA needed a reusable rocket that could transport stuff. And they came up with a lot of concepts, but eventually they came up with the Space Shuttle. And this shuttle had a clone, which, are you seriously watching Subway Surfers? What is wrong with you? Not Family Guy? Oh my god. Okay, the Soviets had created their own clone of the Space Shuttle called the Buran. But the Buran was almost never used and is now rotting away in a warehouse. Serious budget cuts didn't really happen until the Nixon administration. Once Nixon was in charge, he cut NASA's budget from $40 billion to $30 billion. And remember, this was near a time where Wafflegate happened, so who knows what was going on in Nixon's brain. Hopefully there would be no more budget. Oh no, that's not good. But NASA persisted and created the Columbia was the first shuttle ever launched, and strangely enough had a white fuel tank. This white fuel tank was later changed to orange. This change was because NASA didn't want to paint it white every single excruciating time. But the Columbia is actually famous for the disaster that happened when a piece of foam hit the left wing, causing a disaster. At first, the Challenger was pretty successful. However, 17 years before the Columbia disaster, the Challenger exploded. This was because the O-rings were frozen solid. And this was because NASA refused to change the date of launch. Now, whether that was because of NASA's incompetence or Reagan's science advisor not wanting to be demoted, it still remains unknown, the true mystery behind who destroyed the Challenger. The Enterprise was the first shuttle ever built. However, it was never launched because it was basically half complete and it could still fly like a shuttle and was even put on a launch pad, but never went to space and always stayed on Earth. Discovery was the shuttle that went to space the most times. The Discovery is distinctive because of its teardrop shape. This teardrop shape is because the Discovery is depressed. Endeavour was the last shuttle ever built, and it was built right after Challenger exploded. Endeavour had a crucial... Wait, why is your attention span like this? Okay, I gotta restart for the 50th time. Cheese puff. Endeavour had a crucial part in fixing the Hubble Space Telescope, which had a very bad mirror problem that really needed fixing. Endeavour played a crucial part in fixing the Hubble and the ISS. But even though it was the last shuttle built, it was not the last shuttle to be launched. Atlantis was the last shuttle to be launched and possibly had the coolest name a rocket could ever have. Atlantis had a final voyage, and this final voyage marked the end of an era of disaster and tragedy, but also an era... You know, Brian, what the heck is that? Okay, for the 50th time, I will continue what I was about to say of recovery. And now marks a new era of innovation and powering through some serious budget cuts. But hey, that's what NASA's always been about, especially the budget cut part.
Forget that. I want to hear about Skippity Toy.
Why are kids like this these days? Okay, anyways, I made another video of the shuttle that I couldn't include here because my computer is about to explode from all this editing.